Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Ritt. I'm an artist and a tarot reader, and this is the collective reading for this weekend, and maybe beyond because time gets a little tricky, but I'm framing it roughly for today, tomorrow, and maybe into the week, because yeah, it's just the nature of the work that I do. The time gets a little murky. So I will go ahead and start. Okay. So fresh start is what I'm seeing right away. And yeah, also just that message, new day is dawning. Yeah, new day is dawning. And again, this hits very close to home. It's easy to stew in what was and what just very recently has taken place. But I feel like what I'm getting is that's turning around for us if we allow it. So, yeah, we still have things that we want that have not yet manifested. And there may be some regret, and there may be some just feeling lost in what was. Yeah. So the words that are coming to me are very Abraham Hicks. If you're into law of attraction and those teachings, they're wonderful. We've been going about things the hard way. That's what I'm seeing. There's that need for control, and so wanting to bring about the manifestation, maybe wanting to force it a little bit, whatever the thing is that we want, that's physical or tangible in some way. And yeah, that's a hard place to be. And so there is a lot of stuck energy that I'm seeing. But also, the possibility for us to move past our fears it's also there. We're kind of right in between these things. And yeah, it may also be that we need to initiate or we need to at least be receptive to having a fresh start, in order for that to really unfold the way we want it. But I feel like all of the potential is there for this period of time for us to just get the fresh start that we need and move past the stuff that's been holding us back, And I'm also just getting that even if we feel watched or judged in some way, it's funny. It's just funny message coming to me that way, that we might. So yeah, so what I'm seeing is our issues around control are coming up, and the things that we want to bring into this world. So we've got King of Pentacles. Pentacles are earth, so they speak to the physical, tangible manifestations that we want. He's reversed, and he's kind of tilted off to the side. And so it feels like there's possibilities that haven't yet come to fruition, and there's some frustration around that. So we've got Four of Pentacles, kind of like this. This is a card that speaks to control and just kind of holding things really close. So hoarding, or just doing this in some way, really wanting to either bend things according to our will, or like Abraham would say, like pinch ourselves off in some way. So it's that. So there's that controlling energy there. And also Eight of Swords reversed. This is another energy that speaks to the limitations of our thoughts and our thought patterns. And so when we trap ourselves, so there's some of that going on, even as it's reversed, because these energies are very close together. And so in regard to what we want to bring into this world, there's some limited beliefs around that that may be getting in the way. But the first card to come out is Page of Rods reversed. So this is fire energy, and this is a younger energy because pages are younger. And so the reversal, and I woke up with this feeling that today could just be a better day. I feel like that's the message I get here, because fire holds all of that newness and potential and adventure. You know, there is that feeling of adventure. So it feels as if this has yet to unfold, but there's that feeling that this is a new start for us if we allow it to be. And it is paired with this energy, Four of Cups. Here we have water, so fire and water together. This feels like, and again, I've been feeling it too, whatever emotional murkiness we've been sitting in. Cups are water, which is about emotion and psychic undercurrent and intuitive knowing as well. This person is lost in themselves, and so there is that feeling of deep introspection and not being able to see what's right in front of us, you know? And I know I've mentioned this before. It makes me think of that Bob Dylan lyric, meantime life goes on all around you. Life is going on all around us. And when we're lost in ourselves, it's really hard to see the forest for the trees. It's really hard to see and appreciate and be present in the life that we're living, moment to moment. And it's interesting that this energy is paired with this energy on its head. And so again, it feels like we can have the fresh start if we want it. We just need to kind of pull back from ourselves and find ways to be a little bit more present. You know, to recognize that we don't have to sit and stew in the stuff that's been trapping us in our thoughts. You know, we don't have to stay in that stuff. And believe me, that is as much a message for me as it is for all of you listening in. So yeah, I am also just getting that feeling with King of Cups. King of Cups is off to the side. Here again, we have water. Kings are also air. So he's actually air and water. Air is more of the mind, of the intellect. And so he's balancing his intellect and his emotions. Here he's sideways and he's just kind of peering out. And I just get that feeling that he's kind of like a spectator in some way. So it may be that we're feeling either watched or judged or observed in some way, you know, that we don't necessarily understand, but that doesn't feel comfortable. Again, it's kind of a funny message there, but there you have it. And I feel like part of it is just to make this irrelevant, because we are who we are and we're living our lives the best we can. And like, that's for us. That's not even for other people. That's for us to be more present in the moment. And then off to the side, in the other direction, we have Nine of Swords. Again, so this is when we're up in our heads. This energy is also reversed and it's to the side. And so what it feels like to me is that we've been in the middle of some really intense energy, and it's really activated our fears and our anxieties and maybe our depression, all of our doubts about the potential to really have what we want in life, you know? And again, that potential is always there, and I'm seeing it here as well. It's like we can tune into this new energy and venture in new directions. If we are conscious and deliberate enough, we can have that, which is a really beautiful message. But we just need to own our I'm thinking of a really just corny work training thing. Ages and ages ago, it was something like choose your attitude. And I hated it. I instantly hated it. But I am getting a message to that effect here. If we own whatever mood we're in and find a way to ease out of it, if it feels stagnant or stuck, you know, and I always say this, but that's different for each and every one of us. So whatever we need to do to really care for ourselves and open up to the possibilities that life can feel better moment to moment to moment. That's the work. That's the work. And me too. That's the best way I can put it. Me too. I am trying to figure that out right alongside all of you listening in. So there you have it. I'm just going to see if there isn't anything else that's helpful, informative, that caps this reading. But yeah, I do feel like that's the dominant message is if we want that fresh start badly enough, we can have it. We just need to be conscious of our mood and find ways to ease out of the energies that we're moving through. You know, find ways to care for ourselves, find ways to let ourselves know that we're loved and cared for and seen, even just to have faith. And I get it. I've been in really dark places where it's really hard to have faith in that, you know, even with someone in the next room. It's, you know, just feeling so alone. So that's the work. At just to open up enough to experience a better moment going forward. That's the work. Yeah. Also just to, and this is not my own message, but to really recognize our worthiness, you know, and to really find ways to tune into all of the wonderful things that we are. That's what I'm seeing, that this is also a thing where it's been hard to value ourselves, and it's been hard to really find ways to be loving and caring and recognize that we are deserving of the good lives that we want, that we all want. Yeah, I'm seeing that with 9 of Pentacles reversed. So this card, it just really speaks to feeling contained and empowered and strong and able to really feel our own abundance, you know? And I feel like that includes all of the wonderful things that we bring to the table as human beings. So it's reversed here, and I think that it's just kind of pinpointing the struggle that we've been going through. So whatever dark places we've been in our mind's eye, that involves self-worth in some way, you know? And so, again, that's the work, is to be good to ourselves, to be as good to ourselves as we can, and to find ways to just ease out. Oh, yeah. Magician just flew out of the deck. Yeah. So, this is that transformative, healing, growing, empowered energy. And it's sideways, and I feel like it's energy that we can come into if we are deliberate enough, if we say yes. I feel like it's about saying yes to this day and saying yes to all the possibilities that this day holds. I mean, this really is about that magic of energy and transformation and self-empowerment. And that's not a fixed thing, you know. I understand it comes and goes, but to really feel the possibilities of today, new in this moment, that's what this energy is speaking to. And I feel like, again, it's slanted because we're not here yet, but it may be dawning on us that we can have more. We can have more from this day. And that we have the power to stay open to more. Yeah. What a beautiful, beautiful message to cap this reading. So just to recap, there's a lot of potential in this day to feel the newness and to have a fresh start and to just venture in new directions if we are conscious enough of what we've come through and desirous enough of moving in that new direction, then we can have that for ourselves. You know, there's no shame in getting stuck in your thoughts. There's no shame in not feeling great about yourself in any given moment. There's no shame in that. It's a human thing. I know it's something we all go through, but to recognize that we can be new in this moment. And that is not my message alone, but it's really coming to me here and now, to recognize that the potential of this day is infinite and that we can have the fresh start if we want it. And if we find ways to deliberately move past whatever stuckness has been looming so large for us. And I feel like this has been an intense week. I felt it, absolutely. I've seen it in the cards. Sometimes the cards just feel so specifically about stuff that I'm going through, but as I read for all of you, and so that tells me that I'm not alone in anything I'm experiencing. But yeah, I hope that you all have a really satisfying weekend. I hope that you experience some newness and some freshness and some sense of delight in this weekend. And I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend and continue into a wonderful week. And I will see you again soon. Bye for now.